Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back for another video. The off season is almost here, so let's talk about how to make this off season the most productive one yet. So, in my opinion, when we have the off season, especially for us here in Toronto, where we don't have to play golf for 5-6 months in a row, the lack of distractions really help us focus on the task at hand. So, for a lot of people, if you can improve the way you move and the way you swing, which will then affect how you move the club and how you deliver the club into the ball, that will then help you add some better predictability to the shots come April and May. So what should we do first in this off season? Well, for most people, structure is probably going to be the most important thing to help you guys improve your golf swings. Now, this may not apply to everyone here watching, but generally speaking, improving one's structure tends to lead to good results. And what do I mean by structure? Well, when we make that backswing, we want to make sure that all the moving parts move in sync and together. Okay, we want to make sure the arm, hand, club unit as one moves together with the turn. Okay, so from the face-on view, we want the turn to move in sync with the arm, hand, club unit. People who aren't very synced, who have poor structure, typically have the club move on its own, the hands and wrists go and the arm go on its own, and then the torso goes at the very end. They're not synced up. That tends to lead to poor structure. Things tend to be very narrow, meaning hands are very close to your body, very narrow, wrist is out of control, and typically if the wrist is out of control, the club face and the club head is also out of control. So we want to improve the structure. How do we do that? Well, to start, when we start set up, the arm, hand, club unit is already set up as one unit. Elbows are together. Everything is in front of your chest. We want to make sure that from here, we want to make sure that everything can move together. So as an exercise, just to start the off season, we want to be able to make a proper half swing, meaning the turn of the body moves the unit, the turn of the body moves the unit on both sides of the ball. We want to make sure that the arm, hand, club unit stays intact as a turn in the backswing, and then it stays intact as a turn in the downswing, and it stays intact as a turn into the finish. You can see my wrist hasn't turned over, my wrist hasn't bent, my arm hasn't bent. I haven't added any bend to any of these parts of my body. We want to just keep things intact. So when we set up, all we want to do is make a half swing. I don't care how far or how short I hit the ball. All I want is to make sure my torso turn is what moves the arm unit in the backswing, and my torso turn is what moves the arm unit in the downswing. And when that happens in the downswing, you can see I know my lower body is leading the way, but ultimately it's the torso turn that is moving my arms because my arms are attached to my torso. So what do we want to do? We set up, arm, hand, club unit is together. We're gripping the club firm. I turn. My torso turns what moves the unit. I turn the other way. My torso turn moves the unit. I'm not doing this. This is me moving my arms on its own. My torso turn's not doing much. We don't want that. A lot of people, when I teach for the first time, cannot do a proper half swing. Meaning when they try this, a lot of that happens. A lot of bad contact happens because if they don't do a proper half swing, the low point and the delivery of the club is very unpredictable. So to build this predictability, we want to make sure we just rely on the turn, get comfortable with the turn to move this arm, hand, club unit. So one more time for you guys. We set up. Everything looks great. The turn of the body moves the arm, hand, club unit. So you can just think about chest faces the camera, chest faces the screen, okay? Chest faces the camera, chest faces the screen, and hold your finish for 3 seconds. That's what we want to do. If I do one from face on quickly here for you guys, I'm going to think chest faces the down the line camera, chest faces the screen. I'm going to hold my finish for 3 seconds. We want to make sure when we do this, your backswing, downswing moves at the same speed, and the arm, hand, club unit really doesn't move much. It's just the torso turn that moves this arm unit. Turn and turn. Hold my finish for 3 seconds just to help you build proper movement of making sure everything is synced up. You have good structure in the first half of the swing, because if your half swing is poor with poor structure, with poor delivery, chances are your full swing is not going to be very good as well. So let's work on that first, just to warm this up into that off season. We have maybe 1 month left in the season, so let's get a kickstart on it by just kind of building this half swing for you guys when you practice. Okay, so hope that helps. Any questions, leave in the comments below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks, guys.